and welcome back to my channel. This is your first time here. Hi, I'm Casty. If it's not, thanks for always tuning into my videos. Today we are going over my These Books Will Self-Destruct in 12 Months. If you don't know what this series thingy is about, I pick some books, I put them on a list, and if I don't read them in 12 months, I have to unhaul them. The first person I ever saw this was Becca, Becca and the Books, and I think she's the one who created it, but I've seen lots of creators do it since then. But yeah, I love Becca's for sure. I didn't want to go too hard on myself, so I don't have 12 books. I didn't want to put a lot of books on because I'm such a mood reader that like forcing myself to read books is really, really hard. But here we are. We're doing it. We're putting some on it because some of these books I really need to read or like get rid of because I'm never going to read them. So here we are. Okay, I'm nervous. I don't want to start. I don't want to make this. Then I have to read them. This is so much pressure. Let's start. Okay. The first books, plural, on this list is the rest of the Throne of Glass series. I don't have to read all 4, okay? These are the 4 I own. There are more, but I don't have to read all 4. If I just continue the series, I will keep them. Okay, backstory. I read the first book, went out, because I liked it. I really, really enjoyed it. Went out and bought 5 more. Read the second book and said, well, that was boring. I don't know if I want to continue. But I do want to continue because it's so well loved and like it's Sarah J. Maas and her books are such a guilty pleasure. I want to know what everyone's talking about. Oh my god. I'm just holding up this one. So if I continue the series and start the 3rd book and finish the 3rd book, I will not unhaul them. But if I don't, I am going to unhaul them in 12 months. Which will make more space on my shelves. The next book on this list is The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. Bro, Jade, don't at me here. I'm putting this on this list because everyone I know who I have similar interest in loves it. Loves it. You can probably see my dog ear in here. Oh, I can't. I think I got about 40 pages in and said this is really boring and I can't do this any longer. I was just really bored. I couldn't get into it, but I had been reading it for Pullathon and I had already read 3 books that week and I was trying this one, so I could have just been in a little bit of a slump and I don't think I gave this a fair chance. So I'm putting it on this list because I need the push to read it because I'm scared. I'm really, really scared that I'm gonna hate it again. At least at this point, when I tell people, oh, I didn't like it, I'm like, but I'm gonna give it another try. So then they're like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine if you're gonna give it another try. You're gonna love it. What if I don't love it? Because I really think I'm not gonna love it. I'm not gonna lie. But everyone says it's beautiful. So it's on this list, okay? We're gonna try it this year. I can't really explain to you what this is about because I really have no clue. I know it follows Vasya and has like a lot of Russian folklore, and I think she has to awaken magic to protect her family from a threat. And there's like household spirits, like there's a lot of folklore in here. Yeah, I also didn't explain to you what Throne of Glass is about, but like if you don't know, it's fine. Just don't read it. Don't pick it up. Or read it with me. The next book on this list is The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. This might surprise you. Because this is a 5-star prediction for me. I think I'm gonna love this book, but I'm terrified of it. I'm terrified. Literally terrified. But I don't know, I'm just so intimidated by it that I'd never pick it up. I don't really know what this is about. This is about a season in the world that's like just catastrophic events after catastrophic events, I think, and we're just following the world. I don't know. My sister read these and loved them, so we do have them in audiobook format too. But yeah, I just need a push to read this because I'm probably gonna love it. So it's on this list. The next one is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I feel like I woke up today and I chose violence with this list. What am I doing to myself? This book. Me and Leigh Bardugo. we have some talking to do because we are hit and miss with Leigh Bardugo. I read Six of Crows by her. Adored it. It was great. Like, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Fabulous. Then, like, I read that duology. Then I read Ninth House. I liked Ninth House. I didn't love it, but I liked it, and I thought it was, like, a good starting place for, like, new adult for her. Then I read Shadow and Bone. Those books suck. Like, sorry. They are not nearly as good as the Six of Crows duology. I love the world, like, I love the magic, I love the show, but those books, they were just so YA that they made them suck. But I do love Nikolai. So, I have this one, which I have read about 40 pages. My dog year is on page 35. And I was bored. I didn't like it. I was like, what the frick is going on? But I want to finish the whole complete Grishaverse out. So I do want to read this. And because I love Nikolai, I obviously want to read it. And I actually like the main characters. I like all three of them in here. Like, Zoya was also, I loved Zoya. She's kind of a badass in my opinion. And, Nina. I like Nina too. So, I do need to finish this. I can't really tell you what King of Scars is about because it is the first of the third trilogy in the Grishaverse. The Grishaverse starts with Shadow and Bone, which follows a, like, chosen one as she kind of fights evil. That was not a good description. How do I describe Shadow and Bone? Watch the TV show. It's good. The magic system in Shadow Bone is what sells it, I think, personally. It follows our main character who is not like every other girl and then becomes the chosen one. And just her kind of, like, figuring out where she belongs in the world and the dark side kind of tricking her. That's not a spoiler. Like, he's literally called the Darkling. Like, anyone who tells me that's a spoiler, you're wrong. And yeah, she's got to save the world from the Darkling. That's pretty much it. So there's another book. The next book on this list is The Jasmine Thrown by Tasha Suri. I bought this book, I think I saw Ro buy it and talk about it, and the hype was there for me. Then Ro was disappointed by it, and I was like, don't know. And ever since then, I've just been unsure about this book. And also, I kind of hate the cover. And you know when you just hate a cover, and so you don't want to pick up a book? That's me with this book. I just stare at it, and I'm just like, this could have been done so much better. But it is blurb by S.A. Chakraborty and R.F. Kuang, who I love both their writing. I should give it a try. I want to give it a try. It's also queer. It's a sapphic romance that happens in it. So, yeah, I just heard that it was kind of a letdown. Just wasn't as good as it should have been. I also know nothing. I think it follows a princess and her maidservant, and they obviously fall in love, but they want nothing to do with what they have to do. And then, yeah, life goes on. I'm really, really killing these book descriptions today. Next one is The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reed. I got this book in a, like, surprise book. Like, it was one of those that are just wrapped and has a little blurb. That's how I have it. So I need a push because I don't think I ever would have picked this book up without that. Like, this is never a book that I would have picked off the shelf and been like, I want to read this now. But I am interested in it. But I just need that extra push. So it's on this list for that. So that Cassidy must read or Cassidy must go. I also think it's a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, and I don't tend to love retellings. I kind of honestly sway away from them. But I do love Little Red Riding Hood. So I am kind of excited for this. I think what happens is we follow our main character who everyone thinks that since she has magic, she's like the reason the bad things are happening. So they try to get rid of her and kill her. They're like, off with your head. And then she goes with these people to be, she's going to be the king's blood sacrifice. Okay. That's what's gonna happen. So she goes with the king's soldiers to take them to the king to go off with her head, and then something happens and everyone dies except for her and this one guy who turns out to be the prince. It's on the blurb. It's on the back, so it's no spoiler. And I think that they just learn how to live together and their mission takes them somewhere. I actually am really excited for this. That actually sounds really good. Maybe it shouldn't be on this list because I'm ready to read it. No, it's on this list. Okay. Because I'll put this down and then I'll forget what it's about and I'll be like, what is this book again? Here we go. It's on my list. And the last book on this list is The Shades by Mark Whitway. I honestly don't know how or when I got this book, but I have it. It's a sci-fi. I want to be better at reading other genres that I like next year because I really let that go this year, but I'm also not going to be like very strict on myself. But I should really just unhaul this book, but every time I pick it up I read the back and I'm like, oh wait, that actually is interesting. So I have to put it on this list because this way, if I do not read it in 12 months, I can get rid of you and say, when I tell myself, but it does sound interesting, maybe I should keep you, I can say to myself, no, you were on this list. I gave you a chance. The blurb is really small, but it sounds intriguing, so I'm just gonna read the blurb. The sole survivor of a fleet of colony ships wakes up in a featureless room. His only clue to his surroundings is an ever-changing window. Is he dead? Is he dreaming? Or is he the subject of some bizarre experiment? That's like a sci-fi right up my alley, so I need to read this. Right? Okay. There's not a lot of books on this list, okay? I went easy on myself. Hopefully I can look back on this video in 12 months time and be like, check, 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 check. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think you're supposed to also do 12 books, but I just didn't subscribe to that this year. Okay? I'd rather read books that I want to read. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video and you just want to leave me a comment down below to say that you were here, leave me a little alien. I'm pretty sure there's an alien emoji, so just leave me a little alien in the comments below. And if you want to chat, let's talk about the books. Let's talk about books that you need to read in the next 12 months or that they should self-destruct. Let's talk about the books I chose. And if you'd like to connect with me on other platforms, my Bookstagram, my Book Twitter, my beauty channel, and my Goodreads are all linked in the description bar below. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, just keep on keeping on.